Just a
So, Wool,
yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Woolie?
what do you
I
got?
I don't know. A vision of a nightmare where Vinny turns around holding a swaddled baby, and then the face turns over and it's an alien.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry for that vision for both of you.
Well, anyways. I went to so the Fantasia Film Festival was happening this week in town, and I went to go check out some movies. And the first one I watched was Shin Kamen Rider, directed by Hideaki Anno of Eva fame.
Is it good?
It was fun. The main thing,
Oh,
to know about it is like one, Anno is still extremely obsessed with the same subject matter of Eva, and you can tell
really?
that, like, you know when you were watching Shin Godzilla and you can hear the literal music from Ava, and you can see all the bureaucracy and the bullshit and the government inefficiency like falling apart. All of that stuff is happening, so you can feel his cynicism there, and then his whole human instrumentality shit is still thoroughly alive and kicking because
Really?
he just injects that shit hard into Kamen Rider. Still, right? And it
Really?
feels,
I can't believe it.
and it's kind of wild because it's telling the story essentially like like almost like a more manga driven version of the original series, about, you know, the first about Ichigo, the first Kamen Rider. And it's interesting because it's like, it's the way the movie kind of comes together is almost like it's almost like a summary movie for a show that never happened, you know?
Okay.
Going through like the bosses and dealing with Shocker, and you know, taking out like all the different threats and so on. It feels like you're watching a death and rebirth of a show that you've never seen, you know? And it's and like all the things too about it where it's just like, this is aggressively not trying to be like a new take whatsoever. Like, it's like there was apparently an anecdote was like the art team redesigned the suit, you know, Hongo's Kamen Rider outfit for like this new world, this new futuristic take on it, and then he kind of went, okay, try like make a few tweaks, maybe make it a little bit more like, you know, like just like dial it back a little bit, and then he gave them such like bare bones feedback on stuff, but he was just like, no, not quite at what I'm looking for, try again. That eventually they just realized all he wanted was the original suit with a couple extra lines on it. And it's like, why didn't you just tell us that's what? And he's like, oh, I figured you'd get there eventually. Yeah, you know?
I wanted you to get there by yourself.
I wanted you to get there by yourself. Just, I like literally none of this reworking, redesign, modern shit. Just take the goddamn thing it used to be and add a line or two. Call it a day, you know? And it opens on the teaser that was shown off before the movie came out, where like he jumps into action, he does all the flips like you'd expect, you know, and then when he hits the fucking grunts of the week, you're hearing 70s sound effects, but their bones and heads are cracking open and exploding into massive pink mist, blood, like fucking, and it's just like, oh god, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, like, let's take that, but make it also the horror of Anno, you know, and really drive home that point. And like, he's ripping apart
What would
these
it
grunts.
look like if you punched all the blood out of someone?
Insane. And then, but then you're still hearing the, like, again, the retro sounds of the 70s and stuff, you know. It was a lot of fun, man. And yeah, there's some proper I guess like existential horror shit, you know. There's some proper questioning of the nature of the soul of man and the nature of the afterlife, and the nature of what humanity's happiness should be, you know, and like all of that in the span of like one fucking Kamen Rider, you know. And he's still asking those questions, but now he just wants a dude doing rider kicks off a motorcycle to answer them. And the answer is rider kicks, of course.
Yeah. How many rider kicks are in this movie?
Oh, there's a good couple. There's a rider kick.
Okay.
There's a rider kick that lands so hard that upon impact into the ground from the sky, the boot has to be pulled out of the corpse of the monster.
I like it.
Like,
Yeah.
whew, you know. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's some super goofy shit, of course, that is just like, you know, there's some goofy shit that has like not no explanation, but like, okay, I'm just turn my brain off and accept, you know, the dumb part of this, but that's par for the course to some degree. It's also kind of wild because the special effects and CG they're using it's aggressively like goofy movie CG is looking worse than the way the show looks now. The show's CG
Really?
the show CG in the most recent series has gotten like amazing and like really, really top-notch shit, and the movies look like worse. It's weird that they've
That's really weird
you know?
because like the Evangelion films were like the nicest looking movies.
Well,
Like they were so well put together.
I mean, the budget's gonna make a difference, I suppose. But yeah, at the end of the day, just yeah, a lot of fun, and again, telling a new story and putting some unexpected twists and working in some stuff as well. For if you're a fan and you know that old shit, like there's like down to the way the bushes are cut in the background of some shots, it's like insanely identical because he's like living his childhood. Like I can see Anno like behind the monitor looking at the shot they're filming and then like rolling his eyes into his head to remember his childhood and then coming back to the present and being like, yes, it's perfect, you know? So that's cool, and that joins the I guess quadrilogy that is the rebuild movies, Shin, Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, and now Shin Kamen Rider.